Now at 5, buried in the blizzard. Power lines blowing and snapping in the wind, driving nearly impossible.
I would spin it out.
Don't drive out in this right now. There's no reason to.
We're live with team coverage.
From Washington County, where snow created whiteout conditions,
to the high winds stopping truckers in their tracks.
And the crashes shutting down major roadways.
But I couldn't even see times. I just had to give it up.
Now, from Omaha's news leader, KETV NewsWatch 7 at 5 starts with breaking news.
Well, crews are spread across the area tonight, updating dangerous road conditions.
We have reporters everywhere tonight, but we start with KETV NewsWatch 7's Michelle Bandour, who was on the scene of a 14-vehicle crash along Interstate 80 in Greenwood. Michelle.
Melissa, David, it took crews most of the afternoon to clear most of those 14 vehicles off the interstate. The interstate was actually closed from here in Waverly to Greenwood for about an hour. Then it was down to 1 lane and 2 lanes and now opened back up again. The Nebraska State Patrol says the storm caused a semi to jackknife around about 1:40 this afternoon. That started that chain reaction crash involving a second semi and those 12 other vehicles. Now, some of the vehicles started smoking, but that was quickly taken care of. Good news is no one was injured. Now, we've watched the interstate conditions worsen throughout the day, and one driver tells me he just avoids I-80 altogether.
I was blown away when I went over the overpass how many people are still trying to drive on the interstate through this, to be honest. So I'd rather go on a smaller road where there's less traffic. And probably better just to not be out in it.
Now, again, no one was injured in that 14-vehicle crash. The interstate is back open from Waverly to Greenwood, but we have watched the conditions worsen throughout the afternoon with the wind picking up and the temperatures dropping. It's just making conditions awful out here. Reporting live in Waverly, Michelle Bandour, KETV NewsWatch 7.
Thanks, Michelle. Take a look at this. Another crash this morning just west of 27th on I-80 in Lincoln today. We know at least one person has life-threatening injuries.
Outside of the metro, virtually no visibility along Highway 30. This is west of North Bend. Look at that. In Saunders County, Highway 92 is impassable near Wahoo. Vehicles are stalled, power lines are down, and the wind is complicating the rescue effort there. Trooper Cook of the Nebraska State Patrol posted this photo of his lieutenant's cruiser hit by a vehicle that lost control on a highway in south central Nebraska. No one is hurt in that wreck. This happened on Interstate 80 near Waverly.
And the wind is what's causing a lot of today's issues. Joe on Twitter sent us this video from Concord, Nebraska. That's north of Wayne. Wind created nearly 2-foot drifts. So we told you that the heaviest snow would be just north and west of the metro, and that's exactly what we've seen.
Yeah, more now from KETV NewsWatch 7's Sarah Feely. She's live in Washington County with the deputies who are checking on drivers in this weather. Sarah.
Crashes and drivers pulled over waiting out this storm because this wind is picking up chunks of ice and snow, blowing it all around. Now, we are live in Blair tonight where you can still see some of this snow blowing, but earlier today we toured Washington County. We had to stop several times because we just couldn't see the road. Chief County Deputy, Brian Lundgren captured this video earlier in the day of power lines being tossed around in the wind like a jump rope. Snow plows working hard to clear the roadways as the snow continued to fall, but the wind blew that snow right back into their pathway, and drivers struggled to stay on the road because of all the ice. Tow truck drivers busy all day pulling people out of ditches.
But you can hardly see the front of the vehicle. You know, you just have to come to a complete stop, wait for that snow to blow past, or wait for something to kind of calm down a little bit.
These whiteout conditions are still causing a lot of problems around Blair tonight and all throughout Washington County. So if you are planning on going out, make sure you use some extreme caution if you are going to be driving on those rural roads. Reporting live in Blair, Sarah Feely, KETV NewsWatch 7.
Okay, Sarah, thank you. And let's go live to KETV NewsWatch 7's Camilla Ortiz.
Yeah, Camilla, you've been talking with truckers who decided this weather just isn't worth the risk.
And you can see the long row of semis parked here at this Love's off of Highway 275, at least 24 here right now. These drivers choosing to wait out the storm. It's a dangerous combination. Snow and high winds.
When we got up towards Elkhorn River, I could barely see where I was going, so it was very treacherous coming all the way up here.
Semi-drivers Chris and Mary Ergot just trying to get from Omaha to Fremont when they had to stop short in Valley.
We've got 17,000 pounds on, and it's rocking our truck and trailer just sitting here.
Many other drivers making the same call.
Best thing is just get off the road and let everybody be safe. Better do that than be in the ditch.
That goes for cars, too. A handful spinning out along West Dodge just between 180th and the Highway 275 split. Many lugging trailers willing to wait out this wind until tomorrow. Again, many drivers telling me they're holding off until morning. As long as this snow is blowing, they're not driving. Reporting live in Valley, Camilla Ortiz, KETV Newswatch 7.
Camilla, thank you. And among the crashes across the metro, a personal injury accident right now on West Dodge. This is just east of 192nd Street. You see the scene there. One car lost control and hit a barricade. A rescue squad is on the way. Now, we don't know if this crash is weather related right here, but some packages are going to be delayed. The FedEx truck slid down the hill at 97th and Blair Hyde Road, crashing into the building. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Authorities are still telling us you should not travel tonight across the state. This map comes to us from Nebraska 511. Basically, anywhere outside of the metro gets bad. That blowing snow will cover roads even after crews clear them.
And all day, we've been tracking sporadic power outages across the metro. Right now, Omaha Public Power District reports 6,500 customers in the dark, mostly in Saunders and Dodge counties. Not many outages in Iowa, about 1,100 for Mid-American Energy. And as we said, things will quiet down tonight, into tonight.
Yeah, Weather Now Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby's live with his forecast. Hi, Bill.
Yeah, hi, David, Melissa. It's not been so bad in downtown, but we're going to see the roughest conditions we've seen probably over the next couple of hours in downtown. This is a look north. Look at the wind blowing here. It's still okay, mostly wet and slushy on 10th Street there, north of the Embassy Suites. 31 temperature. That's the deal. We've gone below freezing now. And if you can wait for another hour and a half in Omaha to shovel, I would, because you can see this band of snow continuing to work southward from Ottawa to Omaha to just east of Lincoln. This will continue to wrap southeastward, and after about 6:30, the heaviest will probably have been done in Omaha. The Weather Service has extended this blizzard warning until 10 o'clock this evening for these areas that have the heavy snow and the blowing snow. They're going to let the winter storm warning for the metro expire at 6, but continue this winter weather advisory across the area until 10 o'clock because of kind of rough conditions with this back edge band of snow continuing to work to the south and also the east. All right, so the temperature's below freezing for most. At or below freezing, still barely above in Creston. But that wind now gusting 52 miles an hour in Omaha, 47 Tacoma, 46 in Lincoln. East-west roads, I-80, Highway 6, Highway 92, Highway 30. Very tough, if not impassable, because of that very heavy snow that's fallen and the wind. But just across the river, it's only going to be an inch or two when it's all done. That includes the snow around the area for this evening. So bottom line here, the winter storm warning done at 6, but a winter weather advisory continues. The blowing snow overnight, breezy and cold weather right on through Tuesday. Here's the evening, snow and wind at 7, just cloudy by 9 o'clock. I think the wind, though, that'll continue for some time this evening. David, Melissa?
Okay, Bill, thank you. And Creighton canceled all classes today. Earlier this afternoon, UNO and UNL canceled their afternoon and evening activities.
And we also want to note Omaha trash collectors suspended pickup today. They will collect any routes scheduled for today, tomorrow.
Well, our snow coverage continues online and in the KETV mobile app. We're pushing forecast updates and any new closings. There's more ahead in this newscast as well.
Developing now from the nation's capital, lawmakers are scrambling to pass a deal that would reopen the federal government. The Senate passed the bipartisan measure and now waits for final approval in the House, though we're told in the last 5 minutes the House does have the votes to reopen the government. Democrats say they have a commitment from Republican Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to consider legal status for DACA recipients on the Senate floor in the coming weeks.
While this procedure will not satisfy everyone on both sides, it's a way forward.
There are many other issues that we need to deal with, ranging from budget caps, including the urgent need for additional defense spending.
This is yet another short-term measure. Funding would run out again on February 8th. The latest now from a federal courtroom in Lincoln where Bailey Boswell appears before a judge today. The 23-year-old pleaded not guilty, accused in an elaborate fraud scheme involving $400,000 worth of gold coins. She will stay in the custody of U.S. Marshals. The FBI considers Boswell and her accused co-conspirator, Aubrey Trail, persons of interest in the disappearance and death of Sydney Loof. Authorities found the 24-year-old's body in a rural Clay County field in December.
It is life in prison for this Omaha gang member. Michael Goins received his sentence today, convicted of first-degree murder in the April 2016 death of Barbara Williams. Now, she was standing on her front porch at 48th and Boyd when Goins opened fire at a rival gang member. Goins also faces decades in prison on weapons charges. Well, right now, we continue to track this monster storm.
Next at 5, Bill's full forecast and another check of road conditions here in Omaha. We're back after this.
You're watching Omaha's news leader, KETV NewsWatch 7, with David Earl, Melissa Fry, and your Weather Now forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Randby. Live from 7 Burlington Station, this is KETV NewsWatch 7 at 5.